David sat on the edge of the rocky cliff, the vast expanse of the ocean stretching out before him, its waves crashing relentlessly against the shore below. The sun was setting, painting the sky in fiery streaks of orange and pink, yet the beauty did little to comfort him. He had come here seeking answers, though he wasn't even sure what the questions were anymore. For years, David had lived with a growing emptiness, a void that no job, relationship, or accomplishment could fill. The loss of his wife 2 years ago had deepened that hollow ache, leaving him grappling with a question he had avoided for most of his life. Is there a God? The world to him felt indifferent. If there was a higher power, why would he let so much suffering exist? Why would he take Emily from him? His heart begged for a sign, some evidence that there was something, someone, out there who cared. But the silence from the heavens felt deafening. A gentle wind swept past him, carrying with it the scent of salt and earth. He closed his eyes, leaning into the breeze. "If you're real, if you're out there," he whispered, "show me something, anything." The minutes ticked by, the ocean waves kept their rhythm, the birds overhead called to one another, and the sun continued its descent. David felt foolish, as if he were talking to the void. He stood to leave, brushing the dirt from his jeans. Then, he heard a voice, a child's voice behind him. "Excuse me, mister?" David turned to see a young girl, no more than 7 or 8, standing a few feet away. Her face was framed by messy curls, and she held a small bouquet of wildflowers in her hand. "Are you okay?" she asked, her bright eyes full of concern. David blinked, startled by the sudden appearance of this child in such a remote spot. I'm fine," he said, though his voice betrayed the weight in his heart. The girl tilted her head, studying him as though she could see right through him. "You looked sad," she said plainly. "My grandma says when people are sad it's good to give them flowers." She extended the bouquet to him. David hesitated before taking the flowers. They were simple daisies, wild lavender, and a few sprigs of greenery, but they smelled sweet and fresh. "Thank you," he murmured, unsure what else to say. The girl smiled. "You're welcome. Oh, and Grandma also says, even when it feels like no one's listening, someone always is." With that, she turned and skipped away, humming a tune that David didn't recognize. He watched her until she disappeared over the hill, the bouquet still clutched in his hand. Her words echoed in his mind. David sat back down, holding the flowers to his face. The faintest smile tugged at the corners of his mouth. Maybe it was just coincidence, he thought. Or maybe it was something more. As the last rays of sunlight dipped below the horizon, David felt a strange warmth rise in his chest. It wasn't certainty, and it wasn't an answer, but it was hope. And for now, that was enough.